Has a base hit. Nice swing of the bat. Played in center by Portillo and a leadoff single. Miguel Martinez.
Nice looking stroke. Right back up the middle. Real simple swing.
Martinez has a couple of hits now in 7 at bats. He's on at first base. And Diego Espinosa, who turned 13 after August 1. That's why you'll see some 13-year-olds. The rule is 11 and 12-year-olds playing in this Little League World Series, but if their birthday comes after August 1st, there are some here who obviously would be 13. 1-0 count.
Diego's changing schools back in Mexico, so he was late getting here. And first at bat, Little League World Series, after joining his teammates, hit a home run.
Nice way to come back, isn't it?
Bad.
And celebrate a birthday as well here this month. There's the rule on the age limits. Chopper down to third base. Reverol, that's one. The relay over to first. They got 2. My gosh, it is. It does not cease to amaze me, the double plays that these youngsters turn in these games.
You would think you would see it from short to second or a ball at the base, but they turn it all the way around the horn. Here's one again from the third baseman, and the pivot. Watch him take his time, set himself up, come across and gun it, and they got him in plenty of time.
The second baseman who made that turn. We have seen innumerable double plays made here in this Little League World Series. Manjarres, he's hit some home runs, and he may have another one. Way back, goodbye home run. His 3rd home run of this World Series. And Mexico ties it at 1-1.
He can light it up, man. He's got a pretty stroke, and he jumps on that first pitch almost every at-bat, and it better not be in his zone.
We got some hot bats in this game today.
I wonder if he gets his Sammy Sosa hop on this one, too. No, he wasn't too sure about that one. The other day, he hit one 245 feet. He knew it was gone.
His 3rd RBI on his 3rd home run, and this game is tied at 1-1. So a couple of hits for Mexico City here in the first inning, and it's a 1-1 game, and that double play really mattered to clean the bases before Manjarres came to the plate. Jose Santos now the center fielder. A 2-0 delivery to him. Santos 2-1. Mexico has had 4 team home runs. They have not given up one, and that is the first home run given up by Latin America and their pitchers, and the first earned run that they have allowed in the 3 games they've played.
Very impressive.
2 ball, 2 strike count to Santos, and he goes down swinging. So that will do it, but not before runs up with a couple of hits with nobody left on base. And this game to decide who's going to be number 1 in the pool that these 2 teams play in after one is tied at 1 apiece.
One of the lessons I learned in Little League was to make good choices, like not using spit tobacco. That's why I was shocked to find out that nearly 1 million children under the age of 18 will try spit tobacco this year, and that's a bad choice. Spit tobacco is dangerous, addictive, and potentially deadly. Help your Little Leaguer make a wise choice. Tell them smokeless tobacco doesn't mean harmless tobacco.
For more information about spit tobacco, visit littleleague.org or nstep.org.
You know,
It's finally here. The grand opening of Fairfield Honda's brand new store, and it's happening now. To celebrate, we're offering dynamite deals on our entire Honda lineup. Choose your favorite Honda from our great selection and get a Fairfield fair deal. Come see our brand new store and check out the grand opening savings. From the all-new Accord to the ever-popular Odyssey van, now's the time to buy that new Honda you've been waiting for. It's happening now. Our grand opening sale at the new Fairfield Honda off the Halls-Pinsdale exit of I-180 next to the Sunoco station in Muncie.
Look for great deals all summer on Utz potato chips. Save big and snack on.
1-1 at the end of the first inning, and this is just one of a long schedule of games to be played today that have a bearing on which teams move on to the next round and where they're going to be seated in the international play pool. Japan, Saudi Arabia, they will be playing at 1 o'clock. Wilmington, Delaware, Richmond, Texas game we will have here at 3 o'clock on ESPN will decide the 4th team that's going to go in teams in pools A and B. Nova Scotia, Curacao will be playing at 5. And then Eldridge will take on Chandler, Arizona. Chandler already knows they are going to make it to the next round. So those are the games coming up in our Little League World Series coverage. Towering fly ball by Juan Rivera. Oh, mercy. Goodbye home run. That's up on the first level tier, about 275 feet away. Wow.
I think you got all that one, Gary.
Could have made this fence double the distance, and he would have had it.
Now the fences are 205. For him to hit it up on that embankment, that's one of the longest home runs I think I've seen here in my 5 years coming here. That is a bomb.
That is his second home run of this Little League World Series and his 4th RBI for Juan Rivera. And call home, time to get a ball. People up there don't expect to get souvenir baseballs. Portillo takes it inside for a ball, so the crowd buzzing with the home run, and Latin America takes a 2-1 lead.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it when I saw the people starting to stand up at the top of that hill. Are you kidding? I'm going to get a ball. Look, they're looking to see where that went. The attempted bunt for a base hit is fouled off by Portillo.
We got to see that again. Look at this. Look at where this ball lands. Mercy.
0-2.
Juan Rivera. Sometimes even a pitcher has to admire. Wow. That's a long way.
Well, I remember one game, Bo Jackson hit a ball in Kansas City up above the fence out there in Kansas City, and Mike Moore was pitching, and he just kind of shook his head and started laughing.
Just turn around and watch it go way up that hill. That one down to first foul. We see why Juan Rivera has the nickname Little Baba. Big bat. He has got that. And what a shot that was. So the home run game so far, 2-1. 3 hits now on the board for Venezuela, the Latin American champions.
That kind of caught everybody off guard. I mean, he just stepped in the box, and next thing you know, that ball's flying out of the park.
Wow, he's still looking. Juan Rivera with a home run. 2-ball, 2-strike count on Portillo, who swings through it and did not get a piece of it. Enriquez gets his second strikeout, went away here in the second inning. Last night we saw a shot that I'm not sure if it was longer or not, maybe a little. Michael Brown of Florida hit this. This thing's going into the parking lot. See that ball bouncing around the cars out there?
Watch your cars.
260, so I mean these are estimations made on distances, but about 15 feet further than that one. And there are the home run leaders, and we've got 2 of them here in this game. Swung on a miss. Jesus Alvarado at the plate. Alvarado's had a 2 for 5 so far in the 2 games played. Swings and misses. Quickly gone. 3rd strikeout Alfredo Enriquez has.
Well, the batting averages for these kids from Venezuela went way up yesterday because they pounded the ball all afternoon in their game against the kids from Russia. Added the stats a little.
Yeah, up to 365 as a team. In fact, both of these teams, Mexico's batting 348 coming in. Latin America batting 365. 2-1 lead. Venezuela on top. 2 down, nobody on. Rivera leading the inning off with a home run. And that one skips away for ball 1. We may have a few runs put up on the board here in this game.
Well, we kind of anticipated that. The way both clubs, we got a chance to see them earlier in the tournament here swing the bat. So
Tehuta fouls that one back, and a 1-0 count.
Plus, you're in the part of the round now where you're getting into that third pitcher. We're seeing 2 pitchers today who had not appeared as of yet in the Little League World Series. So we're moving down that scale, pitching a little bit weaker, the offense a lot stronger.
1-1 squared around. This is why the teams, unlike other years, have to go deeper and have a deeper pitching staff.
Well, the big thing is if someone pitches a 4 or 6 innings pitch, they have to have 2 days rest. That's the biggest change, I think.
2 days and a game.
And a game. So that's a long time before you are able to bring a pitcher back.
The idea to make sure a youngster's arms were not overthrown and hurt as a result. 3-1 delivery. Foul tipped. Although, Harold, we've talked about an issue raised around that the rule also kind of creates the opposite effect in some situations.
Well, it does. I think you almost going to see kids kept in now pitch whole 6 innings instead of burning another pitcher. So there's good about the rule, and there's also some bad. But the only time you're going to run into that problem is when you play back-to-back games in a tournament situation like this, and that only happens once a year.
Yes. The walk surrendered there. The first off Enriquez. Dugouts, who's been active. The loyal mighty mascot. Good crowd on hand here, enjoying the sun and the Little League baseball. Go back to the top of the order. Enes Andrea swings and misses. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. And we're seeing these batters for Latin America do something we saw yesterday in a game. You watch how many of them have moved to the front of the batter's box. They face some very fast pitchers in this Little League World Series, and when they get a pitcher who doesn't throw quite as hard, they move them up to the front to try and get the timing of the hitters on. A lot of these hitters have already started doing that again. 1-1.
Yeah, and I think that's something you learn when you're really at a young age. You use that batter's box to move up and down. When you get to major leagues or pro baseball, even in high school, you're not moving as much, but you'll see it a lot early.
Andrea fouls that one off. He's had 4 hits in 9 at-bats in this Little League World Series, including 1 double.
You can see most hitters are going to stand here, back here, or either split the plate. Now, see how far up in the box he is.
Almost out of the box.
And his first at-bat, he struck out on the off-speed pitch and was not able to catch up to it. And remember I was saying he's choking up to try to put it in play, and he wasn't able to do that. Now he's choking up, and he's almost actually stepping out of the box. When he strides, he's going to be out of the box. There's no way he's going to be able to keep his foot in the batter's box.
Taken outside. Sandria with a runner on at first base. 2-ball, 2-strike count, 2 down. Venezuela leading Mexico early on in this game by a score of 2-1 on the Juan Rivera home run that started the 2nd inning. And he's so far up, and he's swinging. He's fouling all these pitches off, but he doesn't have much other choice where he's standing in the box here.
Well, plus every time he strides, he's going to step out of the batter's box. He's wearing out a path out front. Now he's supposed to stay right in there. He's going to stride all the way out there when he strides.
2-2 delivery is popped up. Second base, and that will do it. Sanchez there to make the catch. A run on a hit and a base runner left on here in the 2nd inning. The inning started with Juan Rivera giving the fans, teammates, and us a show with a shot up onto the first tier of the grass.
Whoa, look at this. Somebody's been shopping.
What's up, fella? Hey, Doc, look at them. They look good.
I mean, they're hooked up, but they're not hooked up like I invented the hookup.
Doc invented the hookup.
School us on the hookup, Doc.
Oh, you think it starts with the shoes and the hat? Notice how the tie accents the shirt, which matches the lining. But it don't stop there. Bam! Now that, my friends, is hooked up.
That's not right, Doc.
Hook up with the Reebok Classic Collection at Champ Sports.
Ever try to use a bank or broker to refinance your home? That's why we started eLoan. It's a better way to refinance. Needless paperwork? Gone. Lender fees? Gone. Waiting for a decision? Ours takes minutes. At eLoan, we believe everyone is entitled to the right loan at the lowest possible rate based on your credit. not your negotiating skills. You get your cash fast, at a great rate. A bank shouldn't come between you and your money. That's why there's eLoan. Apply now at eLoan.com or call 1-800-ELOAN-22.
Tonight at 7, Rome is burning. Or on the Deuce, the Little League World Series. At 8, back-to-back episodes of the 2003 World Series of Poker from Las Vegas. At 9, surfing makes its primetime debut at the X Games. And at 10, baseball tonight.
Barehanded play. Play of the night.
It's all on ESPN and ESPN2 tonight.
Venezuela leading Mexico by a score of 2-1 on our first day of the game. Lamity Stadium, South Williamsport, PA, the site. You can see just how beautiful it is. Alvaro Martin, Harold Reynolds, yours truly, Gary Thorne. Thanks for joining us here. Big day of Little League Baseball. Rivera's had the 1-for-1, the home run up on the board, the RBI. And Manjares from Mexico. He, too, has put a shot out of the ballpark. And a 2-1 lead in the ball game for Venezuela. The other RBI, Alfredo Sanchez, got it. There's one of our 2 home run hitters so far in this game. Hernandez has picked up 3 home runs now so far in this Little League World Series. And we are ready to go, bottom half of the second inning. Christian Lopez will lead it off against Wilfredo Sanchez, the pitcher. Lopez is the first baseman and takes the pitch in the inside corner for a strike. Winner of this game will be seeded number 1 in their pool for the next round. Reverall makes the play. Lopez retired, 1 down.
I'm impressed at how easy these kids play the game.
Andale! Hustle, let's go!
Go ahead, do it, Harold. Circle him. Circle him. Go ahead. There you go.
There you go. I'll tell you, it's shameless promotion.
It is shameless. Absolutely shameless.
But I'd be doing the same thing if I was out there.
That's right.
I might do that later today.
Well, we still got to get you up on the hill to slide. I mean, you've been dying to do that here all week.
Yeah.
You have.
I've been looking forward to that.
Well, Daniel Velasquez.
It's dry now. The other day when it was wet.
Oh, don't worry. We'll put some water on for you. We don't want you to get hurt. We'll run a hose up there, muddy it up.
Trying to bait me.
I'm not baiting you. You're the one who's been telling me all week you wanted to go up there to do it. Slide down the mud hill. Velasquez takes the pitch outside. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Velasquez has had a hit in 3 at-bats. He's also picked up an RBI. That's what we're talking about. All day, every day. Youngsters out there sliding. Sometimes on the pieces of cardboard, sometimes on their stomach, sometimes on their wallet. Their backside.
2-2.
Wow.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Danny Velasquez with the outfield deep on him. Takes that one down the line, but it's going to be fouled. Mexico City representing Mexico as the champion of that region for the first time. It is the 18th time Mexico has had a team here. The first time Mexico City's been that team. Martinez wanted to throw the ball around, thought he had a strike there, but didn't get it, and it's 3-2.
It almost hit him.
He did.
The ball almost hit the batter.
That's a catcher who's going to make an argument. Velasquez does go down. Let's go down to Alvaro Martin. Alvaro.
Gary, this Venezuelan team is very, very deep. There were 5 players that played in their at the nationals level that did not make it here. One of them for academic reasons. Coach Avendaño believes that if you don't do well in school, you don't deserve to be part of the team. 4 because their parents insisted that one of the parents would have to come. And of course, there was no money for them. The starting center fielder, their number 1 pitcher, their shortstop, second baseman, and starting catcher did not make it to Williamsport.
Wow.
And understandable. I mean, it is this little fishing village from which they are from has been economically depressed. There have been a lot of problems in Venezuela politically, which have affected the economy. And it has not been an easy thing to get these players here. And this kid right here, Angel Reverall, his dad's a fisherman. He had $3 given to him to come to this Little League World Series. And for his dad, I'm sure that was a major output of money, but he wanted his son to go. But that's, I mean, that's the way it is. You know, say that to make light of anything about it, but just so you know that sometimes these kids really have to go through some things personally to get here. That one, Enriquez puts into the gap. It'll go all the way to the wall. Alfredo Enriquez left a hold. Good play as Rivera got out there to get that ball back in. A single with 2 down here in the 2nd inning.
See how difficult it is to score on a base hit. We saw a runner get thrown out going from second base to get a double on a ball off the wall. These kids they get to the wall, they play it right, and they got such strong arms. They may be outgrowing the field.
That's right. We remind you, some of you may not know, that all of these teams who appear at the Little League World Series are all-star teams. They are teams put together from their respective Little Leagues in towns and cities around the world. So they are all-star players. Some even have tryouts in order to make the team that ultimately represents that city or country here at the Little League World Series. So you're seeing the best of these Little Leagues from around the world here. That was just chopped down the line. Ortiz trying to beat it out. Will not. Good play made to get the out. Convergence.
All-out effort.
All-out effort on the third base side. Maybe a little twisted ankle there as well. No runs, a base hit, and 1 left on. But defense has been a big part of this Little League World Series.
We started this thing, and now we're on top. Everybody's trying to knock us off. It's us versus them. We must protect this house.
Now don't adjust your TV, because goldfish come in colors. They're still made with real cheddar, and they never have looked better. Of course they're baked and not fried. You haven't lived till you've tried the snack that smiles back goldfish.
It's time to get everything together to get your kids back to school. That's why Gateway put together our back-to-school combo. Right now, when you buy any powerful Gateway desktop or portable notebook, you can get our back-to-school combo for just $150. It includes Microsoft Office XP Pro and a 32-megabyte flash drive, perfect for storing your kids' honor roll-ready papers. Call, click, and come in today for savings on our back-to-school combo that has everything kids need to succeed with style.
Back to school, Office Max for back to school. We've got all the stuff you need. We've got paper, we've got pen. The selection never ends.
With low prices guaranteed.
Office Max has everything on your back-to-school list and more. From calculators and backpacks to computers, networking tools, and printers. All at guaranteed low prices. Office Max. Max means more.
For school supplies, Max means more. It's Office Max for back to school.
The aerial coverage of our Little League World Series, courtesy of Outback Steakhouse, Bloomin' Onion 1. Outback Steakhouse, a proud partner of Little League World Series, and you can look for the Bloomin' Onion on ABC Sports as part of the NCAA college football broadcast this year. That is a great shot. A lot of green.
It's a beautiful area, and until you get here and see the whole complex, I mean, that's an extra field to the left there, but they got about 5 extra diamonds you can see as you look further down. Incredible.
Asia Transatlantic are going to be playing at Volunteer, the ballpark just behind us here. Come for the championship game, which will be Sunday on ABC at 6:30. The U.S. championship game Saturday night 7:30. This ballpark will be jammed. There'll be over 40,000 people expected. Fouled off at the plate as we go to the top of the 3rd. Venezuela 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Mexico run, 3 hits and 1 error.
Go batter.
To decide which of these 2 teams is going to be number 1 in their pool. The number 1 team will play the number 2 team from the other international pool. That one hit in the air to center field. Reverol, goodbye, home run. And the bats are alive here today.
Oof. I thought it was interesting how Santos was playing that. He was already ready for the carom off the fence that gunned him back out at second. Reverol had nothing to do with that. He said, I'm getting a homer.
Boy, are they swinging the bats. Estimated 212 the distance on that one. That's his first hit and first home run.
Nice little inside out stroke and drove this ball to dead center. See the center fielder waiting for it to come off the wall. It just didn't happen. Hit a ball to center. That's about as perfect a swing as you can take.
And a 3-1 lead for Venezuela. And here, after the home run by Reverol, is maybe an even hotter bat for Mean, who grounded out his first time up. One of the leading hitters so far in this entire Little League World Series. 5 hits, 8 at bats. He's had a home run and 5 RBIs.
And that swing right there will show you where he swings out of control, then he'll get a pitch that he can handle, and he drives it. The balance of this club, pretty impressive, huh, Gary?
Very. America in the middle of this lineup is very solid. And they believe they are deep enough in pitching to move on here in this Little League World Series.
1-2.
Especially if they can get the performance today from Wilfredo Sanchez pitching in his first game. That one is taken down low. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to Fermin. By this point, the opposing pitchers know, obviously, who the hot hitters are. So they're trying to stay away from the sweet spot. But out in front of that one.
Rica's doing a nice job hanging in there, keeping the hitters off balance. He's giving up a couple home runs. Other than that, he's not letting them touch the ball very much.
And not walking people either, which saves you a lot of worries out there. He's walked only 1, struck out 4 in the ball game for Enriquez. Wilfredo Sanchez comes to the plate. He had an RBI single in the first inning. Juan Rivera's had a home run. And then the Reverol home run have accounted for the 3 runs on the board. Baseball being retrieved and sent back up into the seats down the right field line. One down. Sanchez stands in. And he loops that one out to left center field. That's going to hit right off the base of the wall. Velasquez has to chase it back to the infield. And that allows Sanchez to get a second with a stand-up double.
Can't throw a fastball by these guys. Every ball straight. They are hammering with authority. Great follow through. And this ball hits off the wall and just caroms back long ways.
Sanchez is now 5 for 9 with a 2 for 2 that he's picked up today. Enriquez getting touched up on that fastball by this American team. We will get another of these special pinch runner. Guadacano is coming on. Gilberto Guadacano will run at second base. Sanchez, who had the double, will go to the dugout, but he is still in the game. 1 away. Runner at second. Martinez, the Dixon Martinez, takes it inside for a ball. Sweeping curveball, swung on and missed. 1-1. How much excitement do you think that little fishing village has right now? We're happy to have Venezuela on board watching our broadcast, and all those folks with a very nice Cinderella story being played out right now. Shot into the gap by Martinez. Runner's going to try and come to the plate. The relay by Sanchez, not in time. Still no call from the home plate umpire. But I think he's safe. He's going to come back and touch the plate.
Touch it again.
Just in case.
Nice catch by Ortiz, the catcher, though, to hang on to that ball right there. And they continue to flex their muscles.
RBI Martinez. That'll bring Juan Rivera up with 4-1 lead now for Venezuela. And for Rivera earlier.
Here's the long home run that he drove 275 feet. And he got a souvenir to call home about.
4 runs up on the board. Single, RBI, credited to Martinez, who goes to second on the throw to the plate. So again, a runner at second, still just one away. 4 runs, 6 hits now.
If you're wondering where can they throw to him at? He's all over the plate.
He has that stride where he actually opens it up.
Yeah. So he's taken away everything. He gets on top of the plate, and his first movement is going to be in this direction. So he's going to clear his body out. If they throw him anything inside, he's going to be in trouble.
Rivera with only 1 away, 2 runs in here in the 3rd inning.
He's all over the plate.
Trying to get a pitch on the outside corner, couldn't find it. That is ball 4. So Rivera draws the walk. The second surrendered in the game by Enriquez.
Now we got
the team home run leaders: Boynton Beach, then Mexico City here today, and then Venezuela. And we will get a substitution made here with runners at first and second. 1
pinch
down.
Hitting, 24 pinch hitting for 14.
24 pinch hitting for 14.
24 for 14.
Alfonso Aviendo, the manager for Latin America. The reason that these substitutions start happening is this rule.
Every player must play at least 3 consecutive defensive outs or at least 1 at bat under penalty or forfeit. So if they don't abide by those rules, they forfeit the game. And a complete game has to be 4 innings in Little League Baseball. And you also have the mercy rule, where you have a 10-run lead at the end of 4 innings. The game is over. So you have to get your players in before then. So really, they hit a 3-run home run right here. They're kind of looking down the road and marching towards possibly getting that 10-run deficit by the 4th.
Juan Jimenez is the pinch hitter. He's gone 0 for 2 so far in the at-bats he's had in the previous 2 games. Runners on at first and second base with 1 away, and a 4-1 lead Venezuela. Swings at a pitch way outside. Good stop made by Alejandro Ortiz, the catcher.
Mr. Ortiz has been busy back there. A couple plays to the plate, a lot of wild pitches, blocking balls in the dirt. Another one.
Good movement with the body to get out there and stop it. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Juan Jimenez. 4 runs, 6 hits already in the ball game. And this is where what we were talking about earlier with pitching changes, Harold, comes into play. Mexico knows they're going to be moving on. They do not want to bring in one of their good pitchers at this point and lose him for the next round. So you kind of stay with the guy who's on the mound even when you get into trouble. Swung on and missed. Enriquez gets his 5th strikeout, and there are 2 down.
Yeah, that is a downfall to the rule, I think, because obviously you get a young man out there and he starts getting hit around. He's looking for help. Somebody come get me, come take me out of this game.
Jesus Alvarado, couple of hits, 6 at bats. In the 3 games played, he struck out first time up in this game. Timeout called at second base. Trying to get the strap on that helmet adjusted. Martinez, the base runner. There have been a lot of recordings made here already, and a lot more to come.
Well, and so often you think a camcorder is just going to be the kids that are on the field, their parents or relatives are going to take their shots. No, this is a place that people vacation to come to, and when they get here, they want to have their own memories of Williamsport and the Little League World Series.
Wild pitch. Had the big pin show going on in one of the hotels last night. Trading tables set up till after midnight, where these pins get traded and collected each year. That's become a big part of the Little League World Series. Swung on a miss. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 down. Runners at second and third. A big chance here for Jesus Alvarado to add 2. Totals for Venezuela, leading 4-1. Outside with it, 2-2. Two delivery, spaghetti. So Enriquez comes back. It's 6 strikeouts in the game now. Ends up striking out the side, but a couple more runs are added. Done on 3 hits. 2 are left on.
Well, the big blast of the inning right here, this line drive. The score is 4-1, Latin America.
To keep us safe.
What is a hero? Are heroes born, or are they made? In after-school programs, your kids will uncover hidden strengths and find the hero inside themselves. Let us know you want after-school programs in your area. Call 1-800-USA-LEARN. After-school programs, helping kids find the hero within.
Stroman's Bakeries encourages kids to find the hero within. Good luck to all the Little League players this season from Stroman's.
For clean, consistent, no-hassle trash removal, call Fred Ham Incorporated. Improve the appearance of your property today with the convenience of cart service. Our carts hold up to 4 20-gallon bags and roll away with ease. Fred Ham offers commercial service with dumpsters, temporary or permanent roll-off containers, cardboard removal, and convenient 1 or 2 can rates. We pride ourselves on offering a great service at a fair price. We're proud to be family-owned and operated. Fred Ham Incorporated.
Venezuela and Mexico both with 2-0 records coming into this game. Dugouts down there and got the band going. Say hello to the kids. Tonight the X Games continue. ESPN, ESPN2 at 5 on ESPN. The aggressive inline park final and the wakeboard women's final. 9 o'clock ESPN2, the downhill BMX final, and the Moto X Big Air. And then there will be a recap. That'll come up on ESPN at midnight Eastern time if you happen to miss the events.
Well, here's a field comparisons Reebok presents us with. As you look at what a major league field would look like compared to Little League field, this is the major league ballpark. And 60 feet 6 inches is a big thing. In Little League, 205 all the way around. It's 46 feet from the pitcher's mound, 60 feet to the bases. So you can see the difference that the 11 and 12-year-olds play as opposed to the big guys.
We go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Alfredo Sanchez first pitch hit in the air by Andres Sanchez, and that's going to be either an error or a hit, but he's on. Raducanu, who just came on to in the ball game in right field, ran into Yahara, the second baseman, who's saying, "You should have just let me play it."
Yeah, communication is so important, and right there, remember, they don't usually play, no matter who the little leaguer is, where they're from, with people in the stands, as many as they will have here that are yelling and screaming when the ball goes up. So communication becomes a difficult thing.
Error is charged to the second baseman, and that goes through the wickets. That shot. Sandria had a chance for what might have been an easy double play, but Martinez reaches on the second consecutive error of the inning.
He's right in the perfect position. He just didn't stay down and get the ground ball. You know, it's easier to stay down and come up than it is to stay up and go down, and that was the biggest difference.
Mexico now trailing by 3. Gets the first 2 on here in the 3rd inning, and now they've got the middle of their order. Diego Espinosa up. First 2 errors recorded against Venezuela in the game. Pops that one up, third base side. Martinez, the catcher, can't get it.
And again, that was a tough play.
Tough play in the sun and tough angle for a catcher at any level. And that will keep the at-bat alive. Great to have you with us in an important game for these 2 teams, Venezuela, Mexico. We are at Lamity Stadium, South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And the 3 of us covering. Great to have you with us. The attempted bunt is missed, and he went after it. This game will decide which of these 2 teams is number 1 which would be number 2 in their pool.
Remember, when you're bunting at home, you can bunt a strike. You don't have to chase a pitch out of the strike zone.
Outside corner, strike, gets him.
Here comes the big gun right here.
Espinosa down, 3rd strikeout. Alfredo Sanchez has recorded. Alejandro Manjares. He has delivered a home run that came in the 1st inning, his 3rd home run of this Little League World Series. Now he's got 2 on, and 1 swing of the bat with his power to tie this ball game up again.
Well, they threw him a little trick pitch right there. Got him with a little bit of a off-speed breaking ball, knowing he's going to be swinging at that first pitch.
Outside corner, strike, 0-2.
Start to develop a reputation after you start hitting balls out of the ballpark every time you come up.
At any level.
Absolutely.
Manjares waiting on the 0-2. And he's gone. Nice job by Wilfredo Sanchez. 4 strikeouts.
So Sanchez has said, hey, my defense not going to back me up. I'm just not going to let him hit it. Had the drop fly at second, the missed pop up by the catcher. This is a big strikeout right here.
Here's Santos. Outside for a ball. Jose Santos. Strikeout victim. One down in the dirt. 2-0 count. 2 down, 2 on. Couple of hits, 6 at bats so far. 1 RBI in the World Series games for Santos. 3-0.
Well, for the number 3 pitcher, he's pretty impressive.
3-0.
Pretty good control. Even though he's falling behind on this hitter. And on 4 straight, surrenders the first walk, which will load the bases. Bases loaded, 2 down. Timeout taken for a little discussion down the 3rd baseline. And with the pitcher.
Nos estamos cruzando con la señal. Vamos a poner la bola donde tenemos que ponerla, ¿ok? Deja de estar ya jugando con ellos. Vos viniste fue a pichar, no viniste, deja de estar jugando con ellos. El gordito
He's
se
saying
vuelve
we're
loco
getting
con
our
la
signals crossed.
Vamos a
Let's stop playing
trabajarlo,
against these guys.
Okay,
Let's
no vamos
mow
a
them
permitir
down.
nada.
Let's not allow
Nada,
anything.
no vamos a regalar nada, no tenemos que
Let's not give
regalar nada,
them
¿ok?
anything for free.
Okay, okay.
The voice of Alvaro Martin. Our interpreter. Thanks, Alvaro.
Coraje, coraje, coraje.
Lopez up. This big moment in this game. Christian Lopez takes it inside. Venezuela's got the 4-1 lead, but Mexico's got a chance here to undo a lot of that with a base hit.
So you see the language barrier difference right there. The umpire said ball. Lopez thought he'd call it a strike. And he looked at him like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, he was. Base is full for Mexico City. Well tipped into the mid 2-1. Lopez had a couple of hits in this World Series. Takes that one outside. 1 RBI so far. He could double that or more with a base hit here. 3 ball, 1 strike count, no place to put him. Sanchez, the lead runner, walked him, walks in a run. So consecutive walks here in the 3rd. Lopez will get an RBI. Sanchez crosses. It's a 4-2 game.
Well, he locked in on the one guy he needed to strike out. He shut him down, and then he struggled with this control since.
Well, he had been cruising right along in this game. Still has 2 away, but with 2 down, has issued 2 walks.
A lot of times they start trying to outthink each other.
Daniel Velasquez is due up here, and he is coming to the plate.
Go, batter.
Velasquez will stand in, and I think we're going to get a pinch runner, special runner coming on. Caballero, Alberto Caballero.
Number 1.
Caballero will be the runner at first base.
In for a special pinch runner.
The official scorer's got the hardest job in this game, trying to figure out who's in and who's out.
Well, they have that rule, and it's a pain.
I mean, every inning you can have that pinch runner in there, and then you can bring players who have been in the game back in the game. So this is that special runner.
Number 1's in for number 22.
Now they're saying it's not a special runner. It's just going to be a straight substitution.
Okay, so he's in the game. Be the new right fielder in this game instead of coming on as a pinch runner. Caballero on at first. Bases are loaded here. Outside for a ball.
Well, it looks like Wilfredo Sanchez is trying to throw everything outside, and he struggled with trying to hit that glove, as opposed to right there he got a ball in and over the plate.
Daniel Velasquez at the plate. 1 hit so far in this Little League World Series. Strikeout victim, his first time up in this game. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Puts that one out to second base. The header there puts it away, and that will end the inning. But a run in. They end up doing it with no hits, a couple of errors, and a couple of walks.
ESPN HD, the big picture in sports. Available nationwide.
Introducing the 7-Up Parade Balloon. It's going to make people want the refreshing taste of 7-Up. And it's completely realistic. I even gave it a pull tab.
Thanks to the latest breakthroughs in hair loss technology, it's impossible to tell who is a hair club client and who's not. Call 1-800-HAIR-CLUB now and get the latest hair loss update free. Hair Club has been helping millions of people get educated on hair loss and what options actually work. So who is a Hair Club client?
I am.
Call 1-800-HAIR-CLUB for the answers to thinning hair.
Unlike ordinary beds that remain flat, including those from Nautilus, Select Comfort, and Tempur-Pedic, Craftmatic's technologically advanced adjustable beds with available heat and built-in massage may provide temporary relief from all these nagging health problems. Prices start at just $25 per month for a full-size Model 3 bed. So call toll-free to receive our free information kit by mail. Call to get our free information kit and rebate certificate now.
Call 1-800-344-8300. 1-800-344-8300.
Let's take it back to 1957. A team from Monterrey, Mexico came here and unexpectedly came away against La Mesa, California with a perfect game. Angel Macias was the pitcher. They won it 4-0. They became the first international team to take the championship home. What a big victory that was. Alvaro Martin.
Gary, that team actually came through the American bracket. Their regionals were in Texas. Their district were in Texas, and their regional competition was in Louisville, Kentucky. The kids were without their parents, any of their parents, for a month. They actually had trouble with American food. They all had stomach trouble throughout the whole event. And what a way to crown that achievement with a perfect game. By the way, this Mexican team will see that movie. There was a movie made about the 57 championship team, and they will watch the movie the night before their semifinal game.
Little inspiration. Venezuela leading it here over Mexico by a score of 4-2. Both of these teams coming in with a 2-0 marks. First of some important games, many to be played here, and we will have coverage all day long right through the game at 7 o'clock tonight.
Shoot, I want to see that movie.
You see, well, we can get a showing for you.
Try to get over there.
Daniel Velasquez is going to do the pitching here.
Be in Spanish, though. I may have a little problem.
No. Alvaro will go with you.
It's true.
He will.
Okay. All right. I'm
laughing
on
about that. Kevin Jimenez has come on to play in center field. And Carlo Pisano is going to play second base. Alberto Caballero, who came on as a substitute, stays in and is in right field. We are ready to go. Eduardo Avendano is the pinch hitter. Avendano hitting in the number 9 spot, as both of these managers now making sure they comply with the rule, mandatory that you get all the players in a game, either for an at bat or at least 3 consecutive outs. 1-1 count.
Just think how easy it's going to be for you to broadcast games when you go back without mandatory substitutions.
I thought spring training was tough. It has nothing on doing these games, because you want to give the kids credit. You want to make sure that you got the kids out there doing what they're doing. But boy, the changes come fast and furious about the 3rd and 4th inning as we're getting here with the mass substitutions. Avendano, favorite actor Bugs Bunny, man who's got the Toon Network.
A couple kids like the Cartoon Network.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that, though.
Not at all.
Tom and Jerry.
You've been watching.
Tom and Jerry favorite. Roadrunner still my favorite. Well, actually a second. Nobody beats the Moose. Strike 3 called. Moose and Squirrel still my favorites. Velasquez starts it out with a strikeout.
Here's some of the notable guys from Latin America, as you can see on the list there. Freddie Garcia, Bobby Abreu, Richard Hidalgo, Andres Galarraga, the big cat. Maglio, we talked about his big donation. Eddie Perez, Alex Gonzalez from Florida. And they're all playing on pretty good teams right now, too. So, but those are all guys from Venezuela. And there's many, many more. I mean, it's well documented. Major League Baseball is probably about 40% Latin American now, including Puerto Rico, Dominican, and Venezuela. So it's saturated the game.
Yep. Yanis Andrea at the plate. This Latin American Little League team got here by picking up a 9-0 win over Guam of the Pacific, belting out 9 runs on 10 hits in their first game, and then they defeated Russia, the European champions, by a score of 7-1. They scored at least 1 run in every inning to get their second win. Latin America comes in 2-0 with this Venezuelan team, their representative. And they have the lead here 4-2 at the top of the 4th inning over Mexico. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Velasquez got that one in, popped back, and no play. And Sandria's foul ball. 2 ball, 2 strike count.
I think he's been getting some blow pops, or either that cotton candy, one of the two.
There it is, right there.
A little slurpy.
Yep. Again, foul back to hold that count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Enjoyed your time here?
Oh, it's been great. I really, just being around the kids is wonderful. You included.
Yeah, I am a big kid. You figured that out?
Figured that out a long time ago. Grounded towards shot, gets cut off Espinosa. No play. That'll be an infield hit. We have 5 games to be played today, and we're going to cover them all going through 7 o'clock tonight, Harold, and an important day for these kids. It'll decide some teams that will make it and won't go to the next round, and positioning for others.
You know, I think the one thing everybody forgets, these kids love to compete. I mean, if they were playing in the backyard playing wiffle ball, they would be competing. They love the competition. They love being here, and they've worked hard to get here. The level of play is incredible.
I got a gift for you, you know.
Oh, you do?
You know what that says? See that? Here, let me hold that up there.
It says Mexico.
Now, the other day, we had some of the Mexican kids who had the eyeshadow on.
Right
under their eyes. And I, of course,
there
just like that, I said, hey, look, it says Mexico. It didn't say Mexico. It was an advertisement for some company. So we decided we'd have our own patches made up that do say Mexico. So if you need some eye black today,
well, it's one of those eye black days. So
it is an eye black day.
Definitely put that on. I just didn't want somebody from Latin America thinking I was being biased.
No,
you know?
no. This is strictly for dress purposes.
I'll put this on here. Yeah.
Cool.
2-1. And that's a good pitch.
Makes you look better, I'll tell you that right now.
Help me out.
Pitch is taken inside. Reverol, Anel Reverol, 3-ball, 1-strike count. So there's a little memento to take home for us.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. We thank Liz for that. I understand everybody on the crew is also wearing those now.
Yes.
Downstairs in the truck.
A little inside joke.
No. They're nice. They look good. Okay. 3-1 with a runner on at first base, taken for a strike, 3-2.
Where are we at here?
We are number 2 in the order. Angel Reverol at the plate. Sandri is on at first base. Picked up the infield single. 7th hit in the ball game. That is swung on and missed. Reverol goes down swinging. Velasquez, who just came on to pitch in the inning, has a couple of strikeouts. 2 down.
Got a little hesitant. That looked like a knuckleball. He threw a knuckleball.
No.
Yes.
Yikes. Great overhead shot. Lamity Stadium. The blimp. Brought to you by Outback Steakhouse up there. Flying around this beautiful day. Was this really a knuckleball?
Watch the grip here. When he comes back around, look at the grip. Watch his fingers. How he pushes that off. It's a knuckleball. Big time Little League knuckleball. That's great. I love that.
Mercy. Velasquez has not pitched in this Little League World Series yet either prior to today. Knuckleball. Where's Hoyt Wilhelm when you need him?
Tell you.
Tom Candiotti's got to be around him. Maybe he showed him that.
He may have. I got a feeling he just picked that up playing catch.
Yeah.
Like every kid does. See the grip right there? See it coming around? Knuckleball. He's got it on top of the seams. Lets it come out.
It's not an easy pitch to throw. Nice play. Velasquez goes to second. Wow. Good heads up thinking right there to get that force out. Fermin again not able to do damage. That's a go coming up. 4-2.
I want to put my name on the list.
There's no place like Outback. With call-ahead seating,
Nelson?
just call up, get on the list, and you'll be seated in no time. Outback's call-ahead seating.
We started this thing, and now that we're on top, everybody's trying to knock us off. It's us versus them. We must protect this house.
With savory herbs and all that tender hand-trimmed beef, you won't believe it comes in a jar. Introducing Prego Hearty Meat Sauce. Share what's inside.
Do I have to ask? Do I? Do I? Well, okay. Are you ready for me? Are you ready for me? Because I'm ready for some football.
The NFL season begins Thursday night, September 4th on ABC with NFL Kickoff Live, starring Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, Aerosmith, and a special performance by Aretha Franklin, plus the Jets versus the Redskins. And on September 8th, the Super Bowl champion Bucks face the Eagles on Monday Night Football.
Are you ready?
Recognize this song? Dugout. Leading him in the charge. Character, courage, and loyalty. Little League Baseball motto. Alvaro Martin.
Well, Andres Sanchez, the manager for Mexico, his team is located in that porch you see, which has a full view of Lamity Stadium. And the kids enjoy it. They watch games from up there all the time. And one day with manager Sanchez, they were sitting watching a game, and they all said, oh, this is a great place to watch a game. A strike of inspiration came to Sanchez and said, well, where would you want to watch the game on Sunday, from here or from down in the dugout? That's become the rallying cry for the Mexico team.
Let's be down there.
Good, may as well get greedy, get the good seat and be playing.
For those who may not know, that is the Grove up there where the youngsters stay, a dormitory complex, and only the players and coaches are allowed to go there. The parents even are not allowed. Kids just go there to stay. They eat, they play, sleep there. and enjoy one another's company throughout this Little League World Series. Some of these teams, even when they know they will not have any more games to be played, will still stay here. Some will leave and go home. Some will stay for the remainder of the week right through the championship game on Sunday. Some of these teams, even after they are out of it, will play pickup games against one another just for the fun of it on some of the practice fields here. Vasquez.
I think the impressive thing is how long the coaches are with these youngsters on their own without parent supervision, and they become the parents, the everything, watching over these kids, and that could be a long time spending 8 weeks.
Kids who don't want to go to sleep. First at bat for Ernesto Vasquez as Mexico's down by 2. They are the home team in the 4th inning. 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Venezuela. 2 runs, 3 hits, and an error for Mexico. Loop to center field is going to fall in for a base hit. So a leadoff single, Vasquez on. We continue to remind you that this game will decide who's number 1 in this pool.
Thank you.
Mexico or Venezuela.
Stayed with that pitch, breaking away from him, and just perfectly placed.
Number 25,
Victor Sanchez being introduced as he comes to the plate. And now Mexico has everyone in the game.
He's got major power. His nickname is King Kong. He looks good at the plate.
Like he's ready to swing that thing, doesn't he? 12-year-old Juan Rodriguez fan. He will be staying in the game to do the catching. Both managers now have complied with the mandatory rule and gotten everyone in. Got mom on hand here. That's Clara Caranaza. Pitch just missed outside. Sanchez, 1 ball, 2 strike count. Runner at first, nobody out.
Ball.
2-2.
Gonna have to step out and get a chin strap, I believe. Oh, the first base coach, they had to put a chin strap on.
And a timeout taken before that pitch can be delivered. Coaches, the youngsters coach at first base. Managers or adult coaches at third. When they're out there coaching, they have to have that helmet on and attached to protect them, obviously, from little foul ball line drives down there.
A little bit of trouble attaching that chin strap.
Warren Hill from Billings, Montana, the first base umpire, coming over there to help out.
All right, let's go.
If I was sitting around, I might have tried to get a little more airtime.
Yeah, it's good. Just trying to hold it off there. You would do that. Here's the 2-2 delivery. 9-iron shot into the seats. Two balls, 2 strikes. Another souvenir for the surfer from the Susquehanna Valley. Oh, isn't that a surfer? 2-2 pitch, foul tipped. And Martinez could not hang on. The at-bat stays alive. My guess is Manhattan Beach, California. What is that? Huh? Surfer?
He looked like it. He had the glasses.
He had the glasses on.
The dyed hair. I'm following you.
That's right. One of the things I've discovered here in Williamsport, we are in South Williamsport, is that what still goes on here is cruising. Kids in cars at night.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Cruising.
Definitely.
3-2, fouled off. In fact, they have some areas where you can't cruise. They have signs up saying no cruising. But on other streets, there you go, is Susquehanna River, South Williamsport where we are, and then Williamsport across the way. And the kids, especially Friday, Saturday nights, up and down the streets, 5 or 10 miles an hour, just cruising. Kids standing on the sidewalks. Got the cars parked, hoods up, looking in at big engines. That one deep. If it stays fair, it won't.
Oh, they call him King Kong.
Mama wanted that one.
Oh, yes.
Scrum.
quite a... He gets this ball, and it's just in. You knew it was foul as soon as it left the bat. And the scramble for this ball still going on.
3-2.
Stands back in. With some oohs and ahs in the crowd on that shot.
Would have tied it up.
Sanchez bat stays alive. That one he does get left field. Rivera's there to put it away.
Whoa!
Back it comes to first. Comes off the facade. Where'd the ball go? In the dugout.
All the way back down to here behind the plate.
Yeah, right along that fencing. The runner did not go.
Time.
Here's a good look at the reaction on that last foul ball, that long foul. He thought he got it. Would have tied the ball game up.
Close, but not quite. Calipacino, first time at bat for him. He came on to play at second base, batting in the 9 spot. Still a runner at first. Mexico down by 2. Carlo Pancino at the plate. And quickly strike 2. 6-inning ball game. We are in the 4th. Mexico continues to have chances here. Get this thing tied up or better. Got a force at second. It's going to go to first. And got him. Reverol there at first base just in time.
The little Carlo was getting down the line right there. Made that play, I think, closer than anybody expected. I'm not sure if he didn't beat that one. He got down the line pretty good.
Real close. That's a base hit with a runner at second base by Miguel Martinez. Making the turn at third and being held. Portillo gets it back in. So Miguel Martinez has his second hit. And Mexico continues to be this close to making this a one-run game or tying it up.
Keep putting the pressure on them, swinging the bat. Now, first and third situation, a lot of times you will see this is when they try to steal. It's almost like a delayed steal in any other level of baseball. You can't steal a base in the league until the ball reaches the batter, and then you're able to steal.
Diego Garcia, or Espinosa rather, has had a home run in this World Series. Today, he's been held 0 for 2 with a strikeout and has grounded out into a double play. 2 on, 2 down. Pitch outside to Espinosa. 2 ball, 1 strike count.
2-1.
Alfredo Sanchez on the mound, trying to protect that lead for Venezuela off the end of the bat. Diego Espinosa had a home run in game 1 when Mexico beat Europe, represented by Russia, in a 2-1 win. Mexico then beat Pacific 11-3. That was Guam for their 2-0 record. Outside, nice stop made by Martinez. 3 ball, 2 strike count.
Martinez pretty impressive back there, catching the ball, blocking it.
3-2, and they get the strikeout. So good work by Sanchez, who's got 5 strikeouts in the game, no runs, couple of hits in air, 2 left.
Today on X Games 9 in LA, can Dallas Friday nab her 6th straight win? Aggressive inliners take to the park course, and surfing competition begins at 9. Watch today at 5 on ESPN and all week at 9 on ESPN and ESPN2.
To celebrate Dan Patrick moving to the 6 p.m. Sports Center, let's take a look back at Dan's top 6 hairstyles. That's 6 great reasons to watch Dan at 6 beginning Monday. And yes, he's still doing his radio show.
When it's time to buy any insurance, an independent agent is your best choice. At the Wilkinson Dunn Company, our well-trained, knowledgeable agents represent many insurance companies. We can offer a variety of choices to customize a plan to meet your needs. Our agents are not employees of any specific insurance company. This gives us the flexibility to find the most competitive rates for you. As trusted choice agents, we serve you first. Wilkinson Dunn Company, the insurance people.
Oh, baby, that whole sugar thing meant nothing to me. Let's say we percolate, eh? And I'm not talking decaf.
Sheets, really fresh coffee.
And that's okay. I'm not bitter. Baby. Oh, you could be my flavor of the month. Wait, she is only half and half without me.
Sheets, really fresh coffee.
Is this about that Irish cream? I told you it's over. It's over.
Venezuela's got the 4-2 lead over Mexico. We go to the top half of the 5th inning. We're going to put Harold Reynolds to work here as Outback Steakhouse brings us our Little League building blocks. Let's turn to the infield with Harold.
Today we're going to talk about a couple angles to throw the ball from second baseman to the shortstop at second base for a double play ball. There's two different ways to do it. As they take their positions, I'll tell you. Number one, you catch the ball, you just rotate your body and make the throw. The second one is you actually shift your feet and make an accurate throw to second base. As you get a good example here, they'll show you what I'm talking about. The first one, just overhand flip, good feed to the shortstop. The second one, he rotates his feet, replaces one with the other, hits his target right on the money. That is a couple of the arm angles we use from second base to short on the double play. Gary, that's pretty elementary compared to what we have seen here. The glove work has been phenomenal.
I want to thank Evan Hood, Ryan Bateman, who are your assistants there. And
thanks, Evan and Ryan. Nice of them.
Look at that. Got to keep cool. A couple of young ladies. Wilfredo Sanchez. First ball hitting. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Going to try for two. Vasquez throw. Not in time. So Venezuela continues to hit the ball hard. That's the second double and third hit in a 3-for-3 day for Sanchez.
Big gapper. He hit the ball so hard. Once it got past the shortstop, it went all the way to the wall. But I like the aggressive base running, too. And these kids have been thinking double out of the box immediately. Not all of a sudden get to set first base and decide they're going to go. He's thinking, I'm going two the whole way. And that's why he's able to easily get in standing up.
Velasquez doing the pitching. Came on in the last inning. Enriquez worked the first 3 innings of this game. Edixon Martinez, 2 singles and an RBI. 8 hits on the board now. Venezuela, that one to right field. Caballero makes it. Runner will not tag. Martinez retired.
Nice play right there. This ball started to slice on him, but he got his body turned properly. Remember, he's playing a little bit of the sun. Look at him get off to the side of the field, gets away from the sun, gets back and spins around and gets the ball back in. That is a big-time play.
Held the runner at second base. 1 down, Juan Rivera. Rivera, a home run and a walk in the game. His home run came leading off the second inning. Played by Victor Sanchez, the catcher, to hold the runner.
I think the one thing that the Venezuelan kids do better than any other club here is they take away certain pitches from the pitcher. They get right on top of the plate. They're looking for a ball inside, and they're eliminating that outside pitch being a strike.
1-0. We believe now that that home run of 275 is the longest we have had in this Little League World Series, but not the longest all time. Cody Webster in 1982 and Sean Burroughs in 93 had home runs over 360.
So Sean to take one of those swings right now in the big leagues with the Padres playing third base. 330 feet, 363 feet. What?
Are you kidding? Sean Burroughs also, he's all over the record books in Little League Baseball World Series history, both hitting and pitching. That one is taken outside. It's a walk, first allowed by Velasquez. Now 2 on, 1 down, 5th inning.
Sometimes you can ask guys, you ever hit a ball that far before? And Sean can say, yeah, I did it in Little League.
And he's not lying. You can look it up. Now we'll get a discussion.
No pasa nada, está mejor así. Rola activas con manja, doble play. Listo, vamos, fágate, sácame este auto.
Nothing's happened. Insist on a ground ball. Let's get the double play.
Andres Sanchez is the manager for Mexico. Alvaro Martins, our interpreter.
You know, I think the interesting thing about hearing the different dialects in Spanish, so often we think as Americans, you hear Spanish, everybody sounds the same. Well, it's just like when I hear somebody from London, they don't speak the same English.
Beautiful bunt. Throw to no play.
Perfect bunt.
What a beautiful bunt laid down to load the bases up. And we've seen both power and finesse at the plate.
This is right off the end of the bat. He was trying to bunt for a base hit. That is just perfectly executed.
Now the bases are loaded. A double, a walk, and the infield hit on the bunt to load him up. And again, going to be talked over before we go to the plate. Ferrar's got to get his first at bat. And Ferrar's got a chance to put up some very important runs and increase this lead for Venezuela that's now 4-2. And Ferrar chops that one foul. Ferrar's gone 0 for 2 in previous at-bats, hoping for souvenirs, gloves at the ready.
Break the game open right here with a base hit.
Foul tipped it into the mitt.
Now, the team from Mexico looking for a double play ball. They got their infield back, particularly in the middle, and they're trying to turn that double play. And yes, they do turn them at this level.
1 down, the 0-2 delivery. Catcher setting up way outside, which is where the pitch is. 1 ball, 2 strike count.
We saw that philosophy yesterday when we got a chance to watch Mexico play. Now, it might work with the teams from Venezuela because they're so close to the plate if you throw a breaking ball.
Struck him out. 3 strikeouts for Velasquez. 2 down.
Won a great game.
Keeping Mexico close here as they're looking for that big hit and have not been able to get it yet. We're going to get a re-entry into the game. Yajure coming on. Eugenio Yajure back in the lineup with the bases loaded. Yajure had an at-bat and walked. He came out of the lineup, now comes back in the same position that he had hit in the lineup previously. Bases still loaded. 1 strike count, 2 down. Velasquez goes ahead on the count 0-2.
Gary, I'm impressed with the managers being able to keep up with the game also. We're talking about just being able to change them on a piece of paper, but to understand all the rules, know when you inserted a player in a certain spot in the lineup to be able to bring them back in that spot. They're on top of it.
They have to be. If you don't meet that mandatory rule of getting everybody in, you forfeit. The ultimate disaster for a manager and for a team, but really for a manager. You've got to get them in so they have 3 consecutive defensive outs or at least 1 at bat to avoid that forfeit rule.
You may never be able to go home.
Wouldn't want to.
1 and 2.
You'd feel so bad. Tejada waiting. Swung on and missed. Good job by Velasquez. 4 strikeouts. No runs. 2 hits, and the bases are left loaded. This one is not over. Venezuela with a 4-2 lead. Another ball game coming up across the way shortly.
Coach, I'll race my dog. I'll race any dog. I'll race your dog. Pick the animal, I'll race it and beat it. I'll race you, your cousin, your auntie, your mom, your dad, your nephew, your nieces, whoever. You name somebody, and I'll race them. I'll race an All-American, All-State, world-class athlete. Point them out to me. I'll race Lance Armstrong on his bike, 100 meters, 200 meters. Anybody, anywhere, anytime. Put him next to me, you say go, I'll race him, and I'll beat him. It's a story.
If you call Hair Club now, you can get this comprehensive hair loss booklet free. Now you can get information on all the options that are tested and proven to work. Call Hair Club now and find out what your options are. It'll be the best call you'll ever make.
Hey, Chief. The draft board for the ESPN.com Fantasy Football League just got here.
Say, it's Jeff, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you grab an early lunch?
Okay. Jeff?
Make ESPN.com your fantasy home.
Take the convertible.
And they'll thank you. Introducing ESPN.com Fantasy Football League Manager. Your league, your way. From the leader in fantasy sports. ESPN.com Fantasy Football League Manager. It's up and it's good.
Music moves everywhere.
There's another great view from on high, provided by our Outback Steakhouse airship, the Bloomin' Onion 1. The captain up there is Mitch Johnson at the controls. These great overhead shots would not be possible without Bloomin' Onion. Mitch, I want to ride. I'm just going to be blatant about this. I want to ride. I have never gone up in a blimp.
That would be so cool.
And it would be beautiful here.
I'm going to work on that for you.
Will you do that for me?
I'll work on that.
Because you have pull. There's no question about that. It will be a great ride up there. Look at that. On a day like this. Little League World Series coverage will continue. Japan and Saudi Arabia will be coming up. That'll be at Volunteer Stadium, ESPN2, and that is Volunteer Stadium. You see at the top of your screen, just across the way, these back-to-back ballparks. Japan, Saudi Arabia, impacting the international pool and the teams that will move on.
We've got a busy day here. 5 games on TV. So, Gary, I don't think today's the day for the blimp.
No, not today. Want it in daylight when you can see that Susquehanna Valley. Matahata is at the plate. This one is not over. Mexico trying to get back. Reverall up. Big first out here in the 5th inning.
Big out. He has been hitting everybody hard. Got him to nub one at third.
Reverall plays in all the time at third, does he not? I never see him back. Because he's going to move back now. No, he's not. No, he comes in. Doesn't matter left, right-handed, power hitter or otherwise. He's always in on the grass at third base.
Trusting his instincts.
Yeah. Kevin Jimenez. His first at bat. 12-year-old up with one away. Bounces it 1-1.
Here's a good look at where he's at. He stays particularly right in that area. I mean, that is pretty close. It's an easy throw if you can field the ball.
And he can. So his throws have been easy. I mean, he gains a step or two on the runner by being that close at third base. 1-2 count. Jimenez waiting, swings and misses. Alfredo Sanchez has gone the distance. For Latin America, he's walked only 2. He struck out 6.
And he looks like he's getting stronger as the game is going on. See him get on top of that ball right there.
Big inning to retire Mexico in order if he can. In the middle of the order. That one is foul back. Alberto Caballero up. Caballero gets an at bat after coming on defensively.
Thank you.
Mexico is the home team, so they're going to get last at bat if needed. And right now it is, with Venezuela leading it by a score of 4-2.
noticing he likes the Harry Potter series. I don't think there's a kid worldwide who hasn't got into that Harry Potter series. Pretty popular.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Wow, what a nice inning for Sanchez. Sanchez retires the side in order and protects the lead for Venezuela. They're up by 2.
Smooth Reese's peanut butter, creamy milk chocolate. Get lost in a Reese's.
We started this thing, and now we're on top. Everybody's trying to knock us off. It's us versus them. We must protect this house.
It's about time you and I had a little talk.
Well, what's up, Dad?
It's about these magazines you've been hiding. Now tell me the truth. Where did they come from?
Mom got them for me.
Your mother?
She knows how much I love Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated?
It's not even costing us anything to try it.
Try Sports Illustrated for nothing?
If you call right now, you can try 12 weeks of Sports Illustrated absolutely free with no obligation. You can see for yourself why over 20 million sports fans turn to Sports Illustrated every week. Call now and you'll get 12 weeks of insider news and phenomenal photos you won't find anywhere else. 12 weeks of Sports Illustrated to try for yourself absolutely free.
So I can call and try Sports Illustrated free, just like you?
Excellent idea, Dad. You know, I'm really glad we had this talk.
Yeah, me too. Now, about those other magazines under your mattress.
Don't miss your chance to get in on Sports Illustrated's incredible free trial offer. 12 weeks of SI to try absolutely free. Call now.
Venezuela's got the 4-2 lead. Our international pool play. This is game 1 of a busy day here in our Little League World Series. Young and old, as Harold likes to say, the music.
Music moves everybody.
There you go.
It's moving him. Just I don't know how, but it's moving him. It's moving him. You got to give us something else to look at.
All right, ready, 2, take 2.
Thank you.
It is a great day to be at the ballpark.
We've got a nice crowd. 11 a.m. start.
Yep.
International game. This is nice. Good turnout.
Diego Espinosa has taken over on the mound now. The third pitcher used by Mexico in the game. And we go to the last of the regulation innings. Velasquez, a couple of strong innings worked. And one foul back. Andrea at the top of the order has had a 1-4-3 in this game. The pitcher, Espinosa's dad, on hand. He's had his son in the ball game playing at third base and now gets to watch him pitch. Attempted bunt's going to be foul back. All of these pitchers used by Mexico today, Enriquez, Velasquez, and Espinosa, pitching for the first time in this Little League World Series. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Andrea takes that one up high. 2-2.
You wanted that one.
Another shot for Mexico in the bottom half of the inning. So the task for Espinosa is to hold Latin America right here to that 2-run lead. Top of the order up for Venezuela here in the 6th inning. This missed outside. So 3-2 and a ball 4 will put him on. And here's Reverol coming to the plate.
Here's what he did earlier in the game. Go inside out, home run to dead center field. And that'll put a smile on anybody's face.
First home run of this Little League World Series. He's had a 1 for 3. He has scored twice, though. He also reached on an error and scored. Latin America got on the board in the 1st inning. Sanchez had an RBI. Reverol got the home run in the 3rd. The Dixon Martinez had an RBI. And then their long ball has made the difference in this game. The home runs that have been picked up by Rivera. That one fouled off, and by Reverol. So they got all their runs in the first 3 innings of the ball game, and so far have been able to protect it. Mexico got the home run. Manahadas in the first inning. Their second run came in the third on the RBI bases loaded walk to Lopez. And that's how we got to 4-2.
Sounds like a lot for 6 runs.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Had to work for it here. And they're trying to add to it. The attempted bunt is missed. Angel Reverol with a runner at first. 1-2 on him. He's trying to add an important run here. Celio Olivares coaching down at third. Swung on and missed. Well, that's a big out. Espinosa gets the strikeout. One away in the 6th. And see how he got it.
Go, batter, let's go.
Well, it's a big out because he's not able to advance the runner or put the ball in play. And when you're moving to the heart of that order, you like to get some guys in scoring position. But here's the big guy right here, Gary.
Maui Fermin. And the pitchers have done a good job today for Mexico of holding Fermin down. He's had an 0 for 3 in this ball game, but he is 5 for 10 with a home run and 5 RBIs in this World Series. Spinner that's up high, 1-1.
Came in here 5 for 7 and had lined out in his last at bat the game before, so he was really swinging the bat. He's been a little bit off balance today.
Fermin, the 12-year-old. Altagracia is his home, the home city of this little league. Their fans watching today in Venezuela in that fishing village. 1 ball, 2 strike count. These youngsters hoping they can, with this win, clamp a hold on that #1 spot in their pool. Outside of third, at a chop at that one. It stays at a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he covers the plate so well in and out, as you get a good look now at the pool standings.
There you see, both these teams know they're going, Mexico and Latin America. The question is which one's 1 and 2, because what happens is you have these teams playing this way when we move to the next series. That one towards short. Played Manahadas 1, and that will be it. 2 down.
Hot smash, good hands, stay with that ball. And that just shows you the speed of Fermin. The ball was smoked right at the shortstop. Barely a little bit of a bobble, and they had no play at first for double play.
And Sano, the second baseman, just held on to that one rather than throw it away. They get the second out. Runner at first, 2 down. And here's Wilfredo Sanchez. Sanchez will be going for a complete game win as a pitcher. He has walked only 2 and has struck out 7. Very impressive game in his first outing as a pitcher in this Little League World Series this year. And look what he's done at the plate. Towering fly ball left field. Is he going to add to it? Yes, goodbye home run. A 4 for 4 day for Wilfredo Sanchez.
Seems like every day they got a new offensive star. That's how deep this club is. And today, it's Wilfredo's turn.
Back away.
Wow, what a day for this youngster. Chance for a complete game win as a pitcher. 4 for 4. 3 RBIs.
Got a ball hanging in his eyes, and he just crushed it. He knew he had a shot, and then watch the celebration at first base. That's the Little League right there.
Great. No chance to get that one. Out over that wall. It's 205 away. Sanchez had to come into this game with a couple of hits in 6 at-bats. And now 4 for 4 today.
This is like the last level in baseball where you can actually smile and enjoy a home run without somebody thinking you're showing them off. And
yep.
It's good to see.
It was a big run, 6-2. Fouled off. So Venezuela now up by 4. And Mexico will get only 1 at bat. Edixon Martinez, 2 singles, an RBI, 2 for 3 today. He's got a fine day at the plate. Down to third. Velasquez makes the play to first to Martinez, and that will retire the side. But a couple of runs on 1 hit and 1 big swing of the bat and a big smile. Well, Fredo Sanchez.
Hey, good season, Coach.
Hey, thanks. My kids did okay.
Dear Coach, we know we weren't great this year, but you were. Thanks, your team.
At Honda, we're proud to be a sponsor of Little League Baseball.
Look for Utz at the beach and all the concerts this summer. Snack on.
Come to your building centers and get the best service and quality from our employee owners on products like Andersen windows and patio doors. Choose from double hung, casement, and all types of specialty windows. Andersen windows fit just about any opening and are virtually maintenance free. Simply put, you have to use the best to be the best. Andersen windows. This month, a truckload savings at your building centers.
We care because we own it. Your building centers.
ESPN2's coverage of the 2003 Little League World Series is brought to you by Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
Part of the Grove area where the youngsters stay. Beautiful pool up there, and that's where these kids from Venezuela may be shortly if they come away with a win. Dugout on the bottom of that pool. Now that's just a painting.
Dugouts everywhere. Get up, Doug. Oh
no, it's just
it's
just a painting on the water. We hadn't seen that pool before hidden up there.
No,
great to have you with us. First day of the game, Venezuela, Mexico. The winner will be #1 in their pool. Lamity Stadium is the site for game 1 in this busy day. Alvaro Martin, Harold Reynolds, yours truly, Gary Thorne. We thank you for joining us here, along with our crew, enjoying this baseball game. And Sanchez, a 4 for 4, home run, 3 RBIs, 2 doubles, single, and a run scored, and 5 solid innings on the mound. What a job.
No.
We will not see Sanchez coming on with a chance to have a complete game. Juan Rivera is going to come on and try and retire Mexico. Japan, Saudi Arabia, the ball game coming up next. He moves over to the mound. Juan Rivera does. He can pitch this 1 inning and still pitch in the next game. So they do not burn a pitcher by putting him in here.
He comes in throwing hard, so maybe he's the closer.
Yeah, maybe. He has not pitched, though, to this point yet either. All right, we've got Sanchez moving over to third.
I think it's just a good move to let him get on the mound and get used to pitching here at the Little League World Series, so he can be relaxed come his next start.
Almost took his catcher out on that one, Harold.
He did.
Dixon Martinez ran right up his arm. Velasquez at the plate. Mexico trying to get back, down by 4. Their last at bat here in regulation. 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
Sanchez worked 5 innings, giving up the 2 runs, 5 hits, walking 2 and striking out 7.
Well, he's throwing a good 15 miles an hour harder than the other kids.
Yeah.
And up right below the score there, you'll be able to see the bug. That'll give you the major league comparison. That's an off-speed pitch right there.
Gets the strikeout. Rivera with a K. 1 down, 6th inning. So the little fishing village in Venezuela
cast their nets and coming up full.
And coming up number 1 if they win this thing. Japan versus Saudi Arabia will be the next game. ESPN 2, 1 o'clock start. They're getting ready to go right now at Ball in 2 Stadium. Ernesto Vázquez fouls that one back, and then a complete day of important games, both in the international and U.S. divisions. That Wilmington and Texas game is going to decide who's going to be the 4th team to make it into the next round. Canada, Curacao, Eldridge, Iowa, Chandler, Arizona will wrap up the action tonight. Chandler, the West champion, they already know they are going. There's one more U.S. position to be decided and a couple more to be decided in the international division.
Great stories on all the teams, that how they get here, but this particular, we talked about Venezuela being from a small fishing village, but I think about the team from Iowa, 4,200 people in their town. It's like a story out of Hoosiers.
It's great.
It's great.
Becomes so important for the community, becomes a very big deal for all of these kids, especially, but especially for the smaller communities where everybody knows everybody and virtually every family somehow is involved in the Little League program. Ernesto Vázquez at the plate, fouls that one back, holds that count at a ball and 2 strikes. He had a single his last time up.
When he wishes he could have had that one back.
Took something off it.
You know, we talked about a lot of the big leaguers from Venezuela. Well, right from the same community in Mexico City is Rodrigo Lopez from the Baltimore Orioles. So they've got a little bit of Major League tradition also.
We thank Major League Baseball International, Harold. We'll talk about it later in other games today, but there are 43 players under contract at the Major League level from Venezuela. 43.
Wow.
The only country that has foreign country outside the United States that has more is the Dominican Republic with 84. We were talking about foreign-born players as far as not being born in the United States. Almost 41% now of Major League players under contract are from outside the U.S. born.
It's definitely an international game.
Victor Sanchez.
Big cut. He just missed a home run his last at bat. Ended up flying out to left field. You can see why. They call him King Kong. That's his nickname. Big kid. He takes a big swing. They're down to their last out.
And down to the last strike to work with. And they got it. Altagracia Little League celebrate. And there's Wilfred Sanchez, a 4-for-4 day, 5 innings pitch. And Venezuela's 3-0. They will be number 1 in their pool as they beat Mexico. Mexico now 2-1. They will be second in that pool. They come away with a victory. Congratulations to Venezuela. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. More baseball. Let's go to Dave Ryan.
Hey, thank you. Down the hill at Baltimore.